welcome the principal of South Merrimack Christian Academy, Mr. Brian Burbach.
Those of you that are up in the booth with this wonderful spotlight, because what they did is they recreated my head on the screen behind me. I noticed that before, so thank you for that. Well, welcome. You guys are here for this really kind of intimate show for you guys, because this is a little bit smaller than last night and a little bit smaller than tonight, but thank you for taking time out of your schedule. You guys are in for an amazing treat. This is our third showing of the MacMillanWay, and it is Mr. Doan's original piece. He wrote this, and so you guys it's really just an amazing. I've been here watching plays for we've had 12, 13 years of plays. He's been here for about 11 years doing them, and this is by far my favorite one, and I think it just encapsulates emotion, a range of emotion from happiness to sadness to humor to all kinds of things, and you guys are really in for a treat, so we're excited that you guys are here. I do need to recognize Mr. Paul Thompson here. Paul actually does the music. He composed the music. Pretty much everything you see is original. So that's a really, really amazing part of this program today, and he came all the way from Nashville to watch this and to be a part of it. He's Andrew's friend, and so thank you, Paul, for doing that. Also, cell phones. Do you have them? Anybody have those? It's funny because the whole show is built around, or the play today is built around a phone. But you guys probably have them. If you would please turn them off. It is okay to take a picture, right? Because it's not copyrighted yet or anything like that. So just you can feel free to do that. But also there will be concessions for you guys during intermission and then after the show. And then also the play cast is going to be right out here in the lobby. So if you want to get their autographs before they become famous or anything like that, please do that. And then also Mr. Doan does want you to stay around for just a minute. He has a couple of giveaways, which is not, they didn't do it in the other one, so that even makes you think a little bit more special. So he has some giveaways to do right after this. But what we're going to do is we're also going to thank God for today and for this opportunity to be a part of this play and to watch Story. And I know you guys are going to walk away just like, wow, that was amazing. So I'm so excited to hear what you guys have to say about it. So let's pray together. God, you are good. Thank you for the beautiful sunshine today. Thank you that you have just allowed us to be here, even at this very moment, to witness this play, to see our students in the expression of art in so many ways. And you, as the master artist, have created all of humanity and even put into man the ability to create, which is such a wonderful image of who you are. We thank you for today. We thank you for Story. We thank you for redemption. And we thank you for the goodness that you've bestowed on your children here on earth. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Amato Center for the Performing Arts. We're thrilled to have you here for this evening's performance. There are just a few things you need to know before we begin tonight's show. In addition to the main theater doors to the left, emergency exits are located behind you at the back of the center aisle and to your right. Relax and enjoy the show as South Merrimack Christian Academy presents the world premiere of The MacMillanWay.
Are you lost?
Excuse me?
You look a little confused, and I thought you might be lost.
Oh, no, I'm not.
It's just, with all these stops, on the train, off the train, on the train, off the train, pretty soon one station looks like the next, which looks like the next, and so on and so forth. Until a person can just plain forget where they are.
I guess so.
I guess if you get right down to it, it doesn't really matter if you know where you are, just as long as you know where you're headed. Wouldn't you say?
Sure.
Me? I'm heading
a few years ago.
You were? That's amazing. What are the chances the two of us would ever meet? Me, heading to Pittsburgh, and you have already been there. Well, tell me, how is it? Is it nice?
Sort of.
Boy, I can't wait. You know, I've never even been out of the state of Ohio before. This will be my first time. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
I never dreamed someone like you would get to a place like Pittsburgh. What an adventure this will be. Speak of it, I better screw myself to that train over there. If I'm not on board soon, they'll leave without me. Then I'd be stuck here in Malik. Can you imagine such a thing? There you go.
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh, don't worry. It's not mine. I found on the bench over there when I got here. It's old news from a few days ago. These are the days, huh? Such interesting times. Who would have imagined 10 years ago that women would be lining up for votes? Yeah, we got a Canada, get a good drink, yeah? Well, wherever you wind up, the wind be always at your back.
All aboard for Circleville.
Son. Hey, son.
Yes?
You coming with us? Time's a wasting. Your ticket is good as far as Steubenville, as I recall.
No. This is my... I'm staying here.
All right. Good idea. We're moving on. All aboard! All aboard!
install our telephone line.
Oh, the telephone.
Yes, the telephone. The first one in the county. Isn't that just thrilling?
Yes, it's thrilling, dear.
Polly, I don't think you're as thrilled about this as I am.
Oh, I'm thrilled. Positively thrilled.
You don't sound thrilled.
Les, I'm very excited. You've been talking about this for months, and now it's here. The moment is very...
Thrilling!
Yes, I'm glad for you.
But there's something else. Something you're not telling me.
I'm not sure we need a telephone. Our lives around here are pretty simple. Most everyone we know lives right here in Mallard. It's a nice gadget, but I don't even know who I would call.
Gadget. Gadget? How can you call it that? We're not talking about some dime store novelty for kids, Polly. This is a revolutionary invention. This so-called gadget has the potential to change our lives. Of course we need it. It's one of our most important stepping stones into the future.
Okay, Mr. MacMillan, you can simmer down a bit. This isn't a campaign rally, and I'm not one of your voters. So there's no need for a stump speech here.
You're not voting for me?
I mean, I'm not one of your potential voters. You don't have to win me over. You already have my vote.
Well, that's nice to hear. It wouldn't do for the wife of Mallard's next man to throw support to the other side now, would it?
No, I suppose not.
Ah, Willard! You're probably getting tired of standing there.
Not really.
Nonetheless, I imagine you're eager to get out there and finish the job.
I suppose.
Well then.
Did you mean right now?
Yes.
Oh.
Willard, I hope I didn't seem rude earlier. Why didn't you mention you were here to install the telephone line?
You didn't ask.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Polly, let you off the hook for now.
Phew, thanks. I mean, what hook? What story?
Don't you have some homework to get done before supper?
Yeah, but I wish I didn't. We've only been in school for a week, but Miss Wyatt is already giving arithmetic homework. What a lousy thing to do.
You watch your attitude, young man. Where are your books?
Out by the fuel pumps.
Sounds like a great place for them to be.
Really?
Just bring them in and get started on your work.
Okay. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm not a sir. I'm just a kid.
Hello, welcome to MacMillan. How can I help you?
My husband and I are passing through on our way to Toledo. We're a bit hungry and thought we might stop in for a bite to eat.
Well, you've come to the right place. How's this?
What do you think, Ernest?
This is just fine.
We'll take it.
Wonderful. Are you folks hungry for dinner, dessert, something to drink?
Some water would be wonderful, thank you.
Sure thing.
And I think we're just looking for a big snack of some sort. Your son on the highway mentioned pie.
Yes, ma'am. Our pies are quite popular around here.
What kinds do you have?
Let's see. Today we have chocolate, cherry, banana, and boysenberry pie. That's our specialty.
That sounds delightful. I love it. Thank you.
Make that too, please.
Coming right up. Eddie, would you please pour some water for a guest?
You betcha. Anything beats dumb old arithmetic. Hi, ladies.
Hey, Lily. Does your mom have today's pies out there?
You betcha. She sent them down just now.
Great. I'm starving. Me too.
Afternoon, ladies. I'll be right with you. Oh! For heaven's sake! Not again!
Oh, Mrs. McMillan, I'm so sorry I didn't see you there.
Well, I'm not surprised to hear it, Winston. You blazed in here in an awful big hurry.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here to speak with Edward about our arithmetic homework.
Oh, great. And he was just getting started on his, weren't you, Eddie?
Yes, I was.
Perfect. You and Winston can work on it right there together as the counter. Won't that be nice, Eddie?
Yes, it will. While I'm here, I'd love to have a piece of pie. Oh, not that one, of course.
No, of course not. Why don't you have a seat? I'll finish helping these folks, then I'll get right to you. Will that work?
That sounds just delightful, Mrs. McMillan.
I apologize. I've hit a bit of a snag with your pie. I'll be back in a jiffy.
Well, that's fine. Don't hurry. It's a delightful little place you've got here.
Thank you. I'll get those new pieces before you go.
All right, anything, Berklin. You know why I'm here. I do? Of course you do. I found a little gift you put in my lunch pail this morning. Was it still alive? I mean, what are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about, McDurfin. My name is McMillan. Your name is whatever I say it is. That was a lousy prank you pulled, and I'm gonna make you pay for it. How are you gonna do that? See this fist? I'm gonna ram it down your throat, and then I'll remind you that you need to remember to add the 10th digit before you add the 100th digit. Remember what Miss Wyatt said. Silly Edward, so forgetful. Oh, hello, Mrs. McMillan.
Hello, Winston. I'll have your piece in just a moment. Here you go. I apologize again for the delay.
Oh, that's fine. Doesn't this just look delicious?
It sure does.
Thank you. We try to give folks our best. We want them walking away full and happy so they'll come back.
How long has this place been around?
My husband's father started it over 40 years ago. That was way back when there was a hitching post out front instead of a fuel pump.
Times certainly have changed, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Better or for worse. Anyway, I hope you both enjoy your pie. Let me know if you need anything else.
Will do.
Now what can I get for you?
I love a piece of chocolate, ma'am.
One chocolate. Here you go. What about you two?
Do you know who that is?
I don't believe so. Why?
It's Ronnie Dobbs.
Is it? I believe you're right. It is Lonnie.
I heard he came into town early this morning.
That's who it was.
How's that?
Nothing.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
I'm not sure what you mean.
You're not going to let him eat here, are you?
Why wouldn't I?
Don't you know about him? Yeah, he's not welcome most places around town. After what he did, I'm surprised he's brave enough to even show his face in Mallory.
What did he do?
Nothing. Well, nothing that we know of for sure. It's all just rumor and speculation.
What is?
It's more than just rumor, Polly. Everyone knows about it. Either Lonnie or his dad were involved. Or maybe both of them. Probably both of them.
Like I said, no one knows for sure. It's all just nasty gossip that gets passed around town.
Well, gossip or not, our family nearly went broke lives remarkably every week. How do you know that? Mr. Harris always suspected it, but never caught him in the act. I just can't figure out why you want to appear in your diner, Pauline.
Listen, why don't you two just enjoy some pie and let me worry about Lonnie, all right?
No thanks. Helen wasn't appetite just now. Coming, Harriet?
Yep. What's got them so worked up, Mom? What did Lonnie do that's such a big fuss?
We can talk about it later. You just keep working on your school.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello,
Fine weather we're having, wouldn't you say?
I guess.
Will you take a bit of advice from a creaky old woman like myself? Try to smile more. It's not as bad as it seems, I'm sure. Things will start looking up eventually.
Thanks. I'll try.
Oh, hello, Mrs. McMillan. I'm all finished with that piece of pie. It was scrumptious. Can I pay you at the end of the week when I get my allowance, just like always?
Sure, Winston, that'll be fine.
Thank you, ma'am. For now, just continue helping young Edward here with his arithmetic.
Thanks. Well, how was it?
Delightful.
Quite satisfying. How much do I owe you?
This one's on the house.
You don't have to do that. I'm trying to leave you pay for such wonderful food.
No, I insist. I dropped your first piece on the ground, which wasn't very polite of me.
I suspect that entirely wasn't your fault, but I won't argue with you. Thank you for your kindness. This seems like a right friendly little town.
It can be. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope to see you again if you ever stop this way in the future.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on it. Bye now.
Goodbye. Safe travels. Hello, Lonnie.
Hello, Mrs. McMillan.
I'm surprised to see you here. It's been a long time.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I get you anything? Water, tea, pie?
No, thanks.
Surely you didn't come all this way just to sit here alone at an empty table.
No, ma'am.
Let me get you a sandwich.
No! Please don't. I really appreciate the offer, but I shouldn't have come here.
To the diner?
To Mallard. I don't know what I was thinking. Of course people will notice. They already have. I saw those two women leave a minute ago. I know they left because of me. I don't want to hurt your business.
Lonnie? That doesn't mean you have to leave too. You're welcome here.
That's real kind of you, ma'am. Your family's always been real nice to me and my parents, even when they... But I think I should just keep moving.
My husband is around here somewhere with a fellow from the telephone company. I'm sure he'd like to see you and say hello. My husband, not the telephone worker. Can't I convince you to stay around just a bit?
I don't think so, ma'am.
How about this? I've got a heap of dirty dishes out in the kitchen. Eddie was supposed to wash them later, but I'm sure he won't mind skipping a tour for tonight. He's got arithmetic homework to finish anyway. How about you stay long enough to do the dishes and let me pay with a sandwich or something else to eat?
Okay. That sounds like it could be all right. Thanks.
Just follow me this way.
All right, good Fluffy. I've got some unfinished business with you. Wait. Aren't you the least bit curious about what just happened? What do you mean? Lonnie Dodge shows up out of the blue. Mildred and Harriet get their feathers all ruffled, and Mom scoots them into the kitchen before anyone else shows up. It all looks suspicious to me. Oh, that's easy. Why do you say that? Everybody knows that Lonnie Dodge is a real bad seed. Really? Oh, yes. I've heard my parents talking to the neighbors about it before. What did they say? He did something real bad a long time ago. It couldn't be that long ago. He doesn't look very old. Besides, my mom and dad say no one knows for sure what happened. Well, that's not what I've heard. My parents said that he... Wait a minute. You're just trying to distract me. I'm supposed to ram my fist down your throat, remember? Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, that. That was a lousy prank you pulled this morning, Eddie McMilker. You're a low-down, good-for-nothing little piece of heaven. That's what your mother's pie is. A little slice of heaven, wouldn't you say, Edward? Sure, that sounds about right. Hello, Rosie. How are you on this gorgeous afternoon?
I'm fine, Winston. How are you?
Oh, I'm gorgeous. I mean, fine. I'm fine. It's such a gorgeous afternoon, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I suppose.
I think it is. It's just gorgeous. Just downright gorgeous.
Hey! Winston! You've got drool on your chin!
I've got to go, Rosie. See you soon. Good one, Olive. That was perfect. Sure, there's something better to do than arithmetic homework. I'll see you later.
You're a feisty one, aren't you, Olive?
Yes, I am. You better watch yourself.
Her sharp tongue is going to get her in trouble one of these days.
Sharp tongue? Have you heard me talk?
You know what I mean, Olive.
Maybe not.
How was school today?
It was school.
I guess that's as good an answer as any.
Olive, you're here. Great. I need your help to serve the afternoon brunch.
But it's Sam's turn.
Sam's not back from football practice yet.
Well, why can't Rosie do it?
Because Rosie is spending some time with Erin.
Well, why can't Aaron help too?
I'd be glad to help you out, Mrs. McMillan.
Oh, Erin, you're very sweet, but no thank you. You just sit back down. Olive will help me.
Well, it was worth a try.
So,
So,
don't you think we should talk?
we are talking.
Yes, but don't you think we should talk about something specific?
Well, what did you have in mind?
Oh, come on, Rosie. Why are you beating around the bush like that? You know what I'm talking about? The letter?
Oh, that.
Yes, that. You picked it up at the post office earlier. Is it from them?
How do you know about that? I don't recall seeing you at the post office.
Oh, well, I happened to be walking down Main Street at that time and I saw you.
Happened to see me.
Yes, I happened to see you through the window. I happened to see you walk up to the counter, and I happened to see Danny give you a letter. It looked like a fancy envelope. Is it from them?
That's a lot of happenings, one after the other. You sure you weren't spying on me?
Okay, if you don't want to talk about it, then we don't have to. You win.
The letter is from them.
In Washington, D.C.? Rosie, that's wonderful. What did they say?
I don't know.
Why not? You haven't opened it yet? What are you waiting for? Oh, come now. Let's find out if you won. $15 is a lot of money.
It is, but I don't really care about the money.
Then why enter the contest at all?
You should know me better than that. You do, don't you?
Let's see. Knowing you as well as I do, I'd say what you really care about is finding out if they think your writing's any good.
Bravo, you're a smart fellow.
Well then, let's see.
I suppose we'll have to sooner or later. I'm nervous.
Me too. What does it say?
Lots of things.
Like,
Dear Miss McMillan, and sincerely yours. I'm sorry. No more jokes. I promise. They said, I won! I won the contest! They loved my essay!
that's fantastic, Rosie. I knew you could do it.
That's not all. They want me to come work at their magazine?
You're kidding. Rosie, that's... Wow.
Yes, it's
What's wrong?
nothing. I'm just,
Just what?
I don't even know what to think. It's so surprising. Never in a million years did I think they'd offer me a job on their writing staff.
You're a wonderful writer. That's what you are. Folks at National Weekly see that, and they want you working for them. This whole thing is just amazing.
It is amazing. Exciting, but I'm not sure I can take the job.
What? Why wouldn't you take it?
Well, for starters, it's in Washington, D.C.
What are you thinking?
It's hard to imagine leaving. I've lived in Mallard my entire life. Everything around me is so familiar, so comforting. My bedroom upstairs, the restaurant, Mom's pies, this table?
This table?
Sure. This is the table where I beat Dad at chess for the very first time.
Really? When was that?
I was 4 years old.
Wow. That's amazing. Is there anything you are not good at?
Making big decisions.
Okay, Willard, I'm going to give it a try now. Hello, you two. This is perfect timing. I'm about to make the very first call on our telephone. This is a momentous occasion, and you both get to be part of it. Isn't that thrilling?
Yes, Dad, it's thrilling.
Polly, perfect. You can witness this moment as well.
What moment?
Our first telephone call.
Oh, that. Well, you know I'd love to, Lex, but I have all these customers waiting for their orders.
They can be witnesses too. May I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to witness an historic occasion. I, Lester MacMillan, am about to place the very first telephone call ever in our wonderful city of Mallard, Ohio. No one there. Willard, there's no one there. Shouldn't I be able to hear the operator on the other end?
Yes.
But I can't. That's a problem, don't you think?
Yes.
Can we do something about it?
Yes. Did you mean right now?
Yes, that would be ideal. Ladies and gentlemen, there seems to be a small problem with the telephone call. The event will be postponed for a few moments. Please stand by. Don't worry, Polly. We'll get her fixed up real fast and see how wonderful this telephone will be.
Okay, Lex, I know you will. That man, his enthusiasm seems boundless sometimes.
Yeah, it's one of the things I love most about him.
Well, I better finish helping these folks so I can get our own supper started. You joining us tonight, Eric?
No, ma'am. I promised my mother I would eat at home tonight. She says she doesn't see enough of me since I finished high school.
Well, I can certainly understand that. Sometimes I feel like we don't see nearly enough of Rosie.
Mom, I graduated 3 years ago, and you've seen me plenty since then.
Anyway, Aaron, tell your mother I said hello.
Will do. Are you going to talk to them about it?
You heard what she just said? She doesn't see enough of me as it is. What will she say if I tell her I'm moving to Washington, D.C.?
Guess you'll never find out if you don't ask. Do you have to decide soon?
The letter said they'll contact me in a couple of days.
Well, at least you got some time. Listen, I gotta scoot. See you tomorrow night?
I have a sneaky feeling you'll see me before then in town somewhere.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hey, Mom,
Yes?
can I talk to you for a second?
I suppose I can take a few minutes before starting on supper.
So, I never told you and Dad this, but a couple of months ago, I entered a writing contest for National Weekly Magazine.
You did? That's wonderful. I've heard of that magazine before.
Yes, it's popular all around the country. Anyway, I found out today that I won first prize in the contest.
Rosamond, that's so exciting.
Well, there's more to it than just that. Apparently, the magazine ran the contest A job. At their headquarters. In Washington, D.C.
Oh. My. That's quite the offer.
I know.
And you'd have to move there to take the job.
Yes.
Oh. Not sure what to say.
What do you mean?
Well, Rosie, I'm so glad that you won the contest and that they like your writing.
But
Sweetheart, Washington's a big city far away. It's nothing like Mallard.
I know. You don't think I should do it?
I'm not saying that. It's just, where will you live? Who will watch out for you?
I don't know.
How often will you come back to see us? And what about the flu?
The flu?
What if another wave of the flu comes around? Big cities always get hit the hardest. What if you're taken ill?
I don't know, Mom.
And what about Mrs. Gillingham? She depends on you so much at the dress shop, and I depend on you here at the diner, too.
I just don't know.
Rose, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be difficult. It's just, well,
Just keep working on it, Willard. I'm sure you'll get it soon. I'm usually an optimist, as you know, but when I see that young man, I'm not very confident about the future of our country.
Lester, that's an awful thing to say.
You know I'm joking. Mostly joking. What's the matter?
Your oldest daughter has some news.
Did Aaron finally propose to you? Rose, that's wonderful!
No, Les, you're not listening. It has nothing to do with Aaron. Well, I guess it's not entirely true. Is it, Rosie?
What are you talking about?
Rosie.
Dad? National Weekly Magazine likes my writing. I won a contest they put out, and now they want me to work for them as a full-time writer.
That's just as exciting as if Aaron had proposed! Wowza, my daughter, working for National Weekly. This is tremendous!
You're thrilled.
Thrilled, of course I'm thrilled. Rosie, I've always known you were going to do big things. I've always known it. You've got that something special inside. It's been there since you were just a little girl. It's going to take you places. I've always said that. Haven't I, Polly? I've always said that.
Yes, you have.
There's something else, Dad. The job is at their headquarters in Washington, D.C.
Oh. Oh. I see. So you'd have to move.
Yes.
Wow. Well, that'll be a big moment for you. Leaving home for the first time. But it's worth it, right? Right? Rose, what's wrong?
Nothing. I just don't know.
Mom! Why is there a strange man washing dishes in the kitchen?
Strange man? Paul, I've told you, he's not a strange man. He's Willard. And why is he doing dishes?
Let's wait. It's not Willard.
Oh, he's a strange man.
No.
What's going on here?
Oh, what a day. Wait here a moment. We have a visitor.
Is that? Are you Lonnie Dawes? Lonnie Dawes! Good to see you, young man. It's been a long time. It must have been at least
It's been 8 years.
8 years. My, that's something. You've grown up quite a bit. You look just like your father.
Yes, sir.
What brings you back into town?
Lonnie is helping us out for a few days, doing dishes and other chores. I told him he could stay in our extra room and we'll pay for his meals while he works for us.
Sounds great. You picked a perfect time to show up, Lonnie. We're about to make history around here. That is, if I can get that Willard to... Oh, Willard! Just the man I was looking for. Did you finish up the line?
Yes,
Do you think the telephone will work this time?
I hope so.
Is there anything we can do to make sure it will work this time? now. Just let me know when I can give it another go, okay? Okay.
What's going on here?
We're about to make our very first telephone call, that's what.
Well, it's about time.
Sam, Rob, this is Lonnie. Dogs.
Yeah, I recognize him.
Hello.
Hi. You've been gone a long time. Well, welcome home.
Thanks.
I gotta get my Sam.
I thought you wanted to study for our history
I'll
test.
do it on my own. See ya.
Listen, Dad, I know you're real excited about this telephone call, but I think I'll pass on it.
What? How can you? We've been talking about this for weeks. You've been just as excited as I have.
I know, but I've got some homework to do.
Homework?
Yeah, and I'm really tired after practice.
What about supper?
I'll grab a snack later, I promise. I'll be seeing you.
Sam is strange sometimes.
Willard, are we ready?
I hope so.
All right, folks, let's give this another try. Hello? Hello? Is this a telephone exchange in Chillicothe? It is? Wonderful! It worked! It really worked! Willard, you did it, sir! Job well done! I apologize for that. We're just so excited around here to have our first working telephone. Hello? 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 We must have lost the connection.
Don't despair, sweetheart. I'm sure it's just temporary.
Of course it's temporary! Willard! Willard!
He's definitely one of a kind. Come, Lonnie. I'll help you finish those dishes.
Maybe I should just go.
Nonsense. Come on, Olive. You can drive. You all right, sweetie? Hello, Frank. Can I help you?
When am I gonna get a turn on the telephone?
You mean you haven't used it yet?
Not once. It's been here for a whole month and I have yet to use the blasted thing.
Well, it hasn't been a whole month now, has it, Frank?
For here, feels like a month.
It's been a little more than 2 weeks.
The last of yours brings this fancy thing into town, and all the younger ones just hop right on without thinking of their elders one bit. No, sir, not one bit. Makes me downright angry is what it does.
Well, I'm sure Anne's just about finished, and then you can have your turn, all right? If you two are finished with those milkshakes, I can take the glasses into the kitchen. Lonnie should be in later to clean the dishes.
Mother, you don't have to wait on us like regular customers. We can take care of our own dirty dishes.
Nonsense! I would never expect you and your date to do such a thing. It's not proper.
It's not a date, Mother. We're just sitting here talking and enjoying our milkshakes.
And how is that different than a date?
She may have a point there, Rose.
It is impossible trying to talk to you two.
Well, don't worry about talking to me. Just talk to your date. I'm just happy to see you both here. Together. I'll get these glasses into the kitchen so Lonnie can clean them up.
Do you figure Lonnie is gonna stick around here for a long time?
I'm not sure exactly. He's a wonderful helper, a great worker, and Olive has really taken to him. But
He's made a lot of people real angry by coming back.
Rosie.
It's true, isn't it? Most people in town aren't at all happy to see him back in Mallory. Isn't that so?
Yes, it is. Unfortunately, folks around here aren't real quick to either forgive or forget.
Or worry about little things like finding out the truth.
Yes. Anyway, he should be in a little later on, clean everything up, spick and span like always. Enjoy the rest of your time together.
Your mom is a real special lady. It's a great line to help her out.
Is it?
What do you mean by that?
You don't seem too keen on Lonnie.
Don't I? Well, I guess I can join the club.
Aaron, that's a terrible joke.
It wasn't a joke. You yourself said that most people are still pretty upset with him.
I know that, but I didn't mean you or me.
You meant other people around town.
Yes, exactly.
People like your brother Sam.
You've noticed that, huh?
It's pretty obvious. Giving him a bit of a cold shoulder.
So cold it might as well be frozen. Mom and Dad are dead set on befriending Lonnie and helping him out, but not Sam. It can make supper time quite uncomfortable some evenings.
Any ideas why Sam is so hesitant?
None of consequence. Lonnie wasn't anyone's favorite person. I mean before, when he was younger. He used to antagonize other kids a lot.
I remember that about him.
But that doesn't seem like a strong enough reason for Sam to stand off so much.
Maybe Sam's just like everyone else, blaming Lonnie for the factory.
Maybe, but I think that's doubtful. Our family wasn't affected as much as other folks in town.
Do you think he did it? Lonnie, I mean.
Mom and Dad are convinced he's innocent.
That's not what I asked. What do you think?
I think it's been 8 long years. So much has happened since then. Even if he is guilty, does it really matter so much now? Millions of people died in the Great War, or the flu. Does one factory fire in one small town in Ohio even compare to that?
Well, I don't know what to think. All that factory business happened while I was living out of town with my grandparents in Akron.
That's right. I'd forgotten about that. You missed all the ruckus.
Sure did. Speaking of living out of town,
What? Do we really have to talk about that right now?
I suppose not, if you don't want to.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have an answer yet. I'm still making up my mind.
Well, I, for one, will be quite interested in your answer when you figure it out.
Why?
Because I think it's a fabulous opportunity.
It is a big break for a young woman.
A young woman, or anyone, working at National Weekly is the real deal.
That's true. Why does it feel like you're more interested in it than I am?
Come on, Rose. You're smart enough to know where I'm coming from here. This could be a huge change in your life. And mine. I hate not knowing how it's going to play out.
You and me both.
What do you mean?
Not knowing how it'll play out. I want to take the job. I think, like you said, it's a big deal for anyone. Not to mention a girl my age.
It sure is.
But that's part of what scares me about it. What business does a farm girl like me have in a place like Washington, D.C.? People like me don't do that sort of thing. What if it goes horribly? What if I just can't do it?
I feel like I need to point out that you don't actually live on a farm. You're more of a restaurant girl than a farm girl.
Thanks for the clarification.
Have you talked to your parents about it more?
A little. Dad's all for it, of course. Keeps going on and on about how it's just the beginning for me, and I've got such great things in my future. The way he talks about it makes me believe it. Sometimes.
And what about your mother?
That's a much different story. If it was up to her, she'd keep me right here. She's always talking about how much Mrs. Gillingham depends on me, or how much she enjoys seeing you and me walking together in town. I think she's scared for me to go. It's like I've got a little bit of both of them inside, pulling me in opposite directions.
I understand why it makes you so nervous. Gosh, even I would be nervous about moving to a big city so far away.
But
But what? I can't tell you what to do.
why not? Don't you want me to stay here with you?
That's not fair, Rosie McMillan. You know how much I love being with you, but there's more to it than that. If you don't want to take the job, then don't take it. But don't make the decision on account of me. I don't think I could ever forgive myself if I kept you from being a great writer, reporter, whatever it is you're supposed to be.
Supposed to be?
You know what I mean. Did you hear yourself just now talking about the war in the world? Most other girls I know don't talk like that. If you're destined for something amazing, I don't want to hold you back. If you go to DC, don't worry about me one bit. I'll figure something out. Shoot, maybe I'll just go with you.
Very funny.
Rosie, I'm serious.
What?
I could go with you.
How?
I could just go. I'm sure I could find something to do, and I could find a room to rent for cheap.
With your parents?
They'd probably be glad for me to get out of here. They've never really liked Mallard. For years they talked about leaving. Think of it, Rose. I could come to see you every day after work, and we could walk all over Washington. Be the toast of the town or something like that.
You really mean it? You'd come all that way just for me?
Of course. I'm sure I could find something to do. What do you think?
I need to. It's a lot to take in.
Do you think I'm getting ahead of myself?
Maybe a bit. I don't know. Maybe not.
Just remember that I support you. Stay or go. Either way. Take as much time as you need.
I can't take too much time. Mr. Rothstein will want an answer soon, I'm sure.
You'll make the right decision. I'm sure you will. You're too smart not to.
Who's too smart?
Your sister.
Really? If you say so. I'm pretty smart too, you know.
Are you?
Yes, I am. So smart, I'm about to make some cookies.
That's not such a big deal. Making cookies doesn't necessarily mean you're smart.
Yes, but these are going to be special cookies. Hey, Olive, you want to help me make some special cookies?
What makes them so special?
You'll see. Come on, it'll be fun.
Hey, you want to go for a walk before the rally starts?
Sure, I could use some fresh air.
Oh, perfect. Just the people I was looking for. Where are you going?
For a walk.
But the election rally starts soon.
I know, we'll be back in time, I promise.
Do you have to go just now? I need help with something, and I think you two are just perfect for the job.
Okay then. What do you need, Dad?
Well, I've been
Hey,
thinking...
Les, sorry to interrupt, but I think we need to come up with a better system for this telephone of yours.
What do you mean? Isn't it working? Do I need to get Willard back
No,
down?
no, dear, calm down. It's nothing like that. It's just, well, the thing seems to be so popular with everyone in town that we often have a line of people waiting to use it. Some folks aren't very good at watching the time, and others aren't very good at waiting for them. I think it's starting to cause some conflict.
Interesting. I'm not surprised. I've been telling people that their telephone is revolutionary. People want change. They want progress. They want to feel like they're moving forward. Haven't I been saying that for years?
Yes, but if they never get to the front of the line, they might just decide that their old, unprogressive life suited them just fine and go back to it. You know what I mean?
Good point. Tell you what. How about you offer Frank some pie? On the house. That might distract him long enough to let Anne finish.
That's a good idea. You're a smart one, Lester MacMillan.
Of course I am. I married you, didn't I?
Smart and smooth.
Dad? You said you needed us for something?
Oh, yes. Barton is coming by in a while. I want to get a good, solid campaign slogan in place before the rally today. Something succinct and punchy.
Punchy?
Yes, slogan that packs a punch. I'm trying to become the first candidate in 16 years to beat Mayor Huffman. That's no easy task. Folks around here have become mighty used to him as mayor. If I'm going to rouse them from their complacency, I need a punchy slogan. I bet you two would come up with something just there.
Don't take this wrong, Dad. We'll do anything we can to help you win the election, but Barton is your campaign manager. Shouldn't he be the person to think of one?
Well, yes, you're correct, but Barton is somewhat lacking in the ideas department.
He doesn't have very many good ones.
No, he doesn't have very many ideas at all. I love the kid to death, but he's just not creative. His imagination isn't.
Isn't what?
It isn't. I don't think he has it.
Pardon me for for asking, but why'd you ask him to be your campaign manager if he's so uncreative?
When my eldest daughter declined the position, I decided to give it a bargain. He's a sweet kid. I've known his parents for decades. But what he lacks in imagination, he makes up for in consistency and loyalty. Those are valuable traits. He's gonna make something of himself one day.
Wait, you asked Rosie to be your campaign manager? Why on earth did you take it, Rose?
Well, for one thing, I didn't know how kindly people would take to a female campaign manager.
Oh, I guess you got a point there.
Nonsense! Women can vote in this election, so I don't see why they shouldn't work it. Female campaign manager. You know, if folks around here can handle something as simple as that, then maybe they don't deserve to use my telephone.
What's that? I've been waiting for my turn all morning.
Steam your pie, Frankie. Don't worry about it. You'll get your turn. Just blowing smoke.
Good thing.
Look, we're getting off track here. You want us to come up with a slogan for you, Dad. Is that right?
Yes, but there's a catch. I want you to compliment, but I want Barton to think it's his idea. You follow my drift?
Yes, I follow you. We'll do our best. How long till Barton gets here?
Your shift at the hardware store ends in 5 minutes. I'm going to meet him there and then walk with him back over here. So I figure you've got about 8 minutes at most.
8 minutes?
Oh, don't give me that. I know you'll come with something. I know you will. 8 minutes. Remember, succinct and punchy, punchy.
What are you so happy about? We've got 7.5 minutes to write a winning campaign slogan.
I can't help it. Your father is, well, he's just a nice man.
He is, but sometimes I wonder why he feels the need to help every stray in town.
He likes to help people.
Yes, he does. Both he and my mom. Anyway, we better get cracking on this. What do you know about campaign slogan writing?
Nothing.
Wonderful. I've got some paper and pencils in my desk upstairs. I'll go get them so we can get started.
Sounds fine. Hi. You two still working on your cookies?
Mom made us come out here.
Yeah, she said it's too crowded back there.
What kind of cookies are you making?
Chocolate.
You said earlier you were making special cookies. What makes them so special?
I'm going to add my own special ingredient.
What is it?
I can't tell you just now. You'll have to wait and see.
Hi, Lonnie.
Hi, Olive. Hello, Lonnie.
Hi.
I've got the paper and pencils. Oh, hello, Lonnie.
Hi, Rosie.
Look, Lonnie, we never finished our game. It's your turn.
Okay. I guess we can play a few more turns before I get to work.
Come on, you can watch me win.
Maybe she takes after her sister.
All right. I'll do that.
What? What's wrong?
You don't want to do that.
I don't? For crying out loud, Rosie! If you're so good, why don't you just take over?
Don't be silly, Olive. The game is between Lonnie and you, not Lonnie and me.
Well, obviously, I could use some help. You don't mind, do you, Lonnie?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Check.
What? Thanks a lot, Rosie. You made me lose.
Congratulations. You played very well.
Thanks.
Yeah, congratulations. Maybe I won't need my big sister's help next time.
I'm pretty sure you were letting her win before I cut in. Well, either way, up to you.
Where'd you learn to get so good, Lonnie? Rosie's pretty tough to beat from what I hear.
Oh, I just picked it up over the last few years.
Know where your parents are?
My dad is out, and I think my mother's in the kitchen. Would you like me to go get her?
Ah, forget it. I'm just letting you know that I'm still waiting for my turn on the telephone. Go over yonder and lie down for a quick cat nap. Can you wake me up when she's finally finished?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you much.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why does everybody look at Lonnie like he's got two heads?
Edward MacMillan, how dare you say that?
It's true. Everyone who comes through here scowls at him like he's got some strange disease. I want to know why.
Eddie, you keep quiet! Lonnie, please forgive my brother.
It's okay. He's a kid. He speaks his mind. I admire that. I gotta get going on the dishes. Thanks for the game. It was fun.
Eddie, you need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. You don't go saying things like that to people. It's rude.
He said he admired it.
Still, it's not a kind thing to do. Especially in Lonnie's case.
What's so special about Lonnie's case?
You don't need to worry about that.
I'm not worried about it. I'm curious about it.
I don't think he's gonna give up until he gets an answer. People look at Lonnie that way because of what happened 8 years ago.
What happened 8 years ago?
Well, if you absolutely have to know, Lonnie's family, his mother and father, had problems for a long time.
What kind of problem?
The kind of problems that everyone knows about and talks about, even though it's none of their business.
Oh.
Lonnie's mom went away and Lonnie was left here. Just him and his dad. His dad had his own problems, even after his wife was gone.
The same kind of problems?
Sort of. Anyway, one night, about 8 years ago, a fire started at the factory.
What factory?
The shoe factory that used to be out on the east side of town.
I don't remember it.
That's because it was completely destroyed in the fire. All of the equipment, the walls, the windows, all of it, gone. Several men from town were injured trying to put it out. Hundreds of townsfolk lost their jobs. It was probably the worst thing to ever happen in Mallory.
Wow. But what does that have to do with Lonnie?
Most people around town think it was Lonnie, his dad, or maybe both of them that started the fire.
Just because his family had problems?
Well, there's more to it than that. Several witnesses saw Lonnie and his father out behind the factory building just before the fire started.
Oh.
The police never arrested anyone, but most people have decided that Lonnie is guilty. They blame him and his father for almost ruining the town. That's why they aren't happy that Lonnie is back in Mallory.
If everyone is so angry with him, why'd he come back? What if Lonnie really did start the fire?
I think we've answered enough questions for now. Aaron and I have some quick work to do. And you have some cookies to make. Am I right?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay then.
Oh, Rosie and Aaron. Lucky of us turned into here.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Barton.
Hello. What are you up to today?
Barton was just telling you that his idea to create a slogan for my campaign.
Slogan?
Yeah, you know, a saying that sums up what I stand for as a candidate.
Huh. Sounds like a good idea.
Exactly. What do you think our slogan should be?
Me? You want me to write it?
Well, sure. I bet you could come up with something just there.
I don't even know where to start.
Oh! Well, let's see. Where to start?
Yes. Where to start?
How about this as an example? Senator Harding is using the slogan, "A return to normalcy." It's short, simple, and it makes a clear point. See? is running for president of the United States.
Oh. Hey, since he's in a different election, why don't we just use his slogan?
I'm not sure that will work, Bart. People will recognize it, and I don't really care for the sentiment. We don't need a return to normal. Normal's in the past. We need someone to lead us into the future. Can you think of anything else?
How about vote for Mr. MacMillan? He will make a really great mayor.
It's good, but a bit wordy. Tell you what, let's all have a seat and put our heads together. I'm sure between the four of us we can come up with something just great. Right, Rosie? Aaron?
Sure we can.
Well, how about this? MacMillan will make his mark.
That's amazing. Did you write that?
Yes,
It's good. I like the alliteration, but I'm not sure about the message. What mark am I making? Barton, what do you think?
Maybe you're making your mark on Mallard.
MacMillan makes his mark on Mallard. Now it just sounds like a tongue twister.
Maybe.
Let's test it out. Frank, what? What is it? Is this helpful finally free?
Well, yes, but before that, I want to ask you something.
Go ahead, but make it snappy, will ya? I've been waiting for my turn all morning.
What do you think of this as a campaign slogan? MacMillan makes his mark on Mallard.
Thoughts for your mayor campaign?
Yes, sir. What do you think?
I like it.
You do?
Sure. MacMillan makes his mark and Peter Piper picks a peck of pickled peppers.
Thanks, Frank. You're a big help. You can take your turn on the telephone now.
Whoa, low down things, Lester MacMillan. I was just teasing you. You have to go and kick me out of line.
Dear, I didn't mean to kick you out, Frank. Let me see what Sam's up to. Sam, what are you doing?
Making a call. The operator's putting me through right now.
I can see that, but who are you calling?
It's a reporter from Columbus.
Yeah, with the real newspaper and everything.
What does he want?
Well, you heard about my big catch yesterday to win the game. He wants to interview me about it.
It's Sam. It's the first time Central has lost a game in the last 3 years.
He's gonna write about me in the paper. This is the best weekend of... Hello? Yes, I am Sam MacMillan. Yes, I caught the winning touchdown in Central yesterday. Sure, I'd love to tell you about it.
Tell him I'm available for an interview if he wants me to answer some questions after you're done, okay?
Well,
Looks like you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, Frank. I'm sorry.
I just forget the whole blast today. And ain't worth waiting all this time.
Now, Frank, no sour grapes. Of course it's worth the wait. This is your chance to jump into the future, to experience progress firsthand.
Progress.
It's coming to Mallard one way or another. Might as well get on board early.
I suppose. All right, I'll go back to my nap for a bit. But you got to promise me you will let no more people sneak in and steal my spot.
I promise. Thanks for not giving up on the future, Frank.
What about that?
What about what?
What your dad just said.
What did I just say?
It's a Frank, about the telephone. He said, progress is coming to Mallard, so get on board. Sounds like a slogan to me.
Could work.
It's too wordy. It needs trimming.
What are you thinking, Bart?
I think all of you are a lot better at this than me. I don't see how you do it.
Nonsense. You're just as smart as anyone here. Let's stew on it for a bit and see if we can make something of it.
Okie dokie. We're just about to throw these cookies in the oven. Just one more thing to add.
What is it?
Ah, that's the part that makes these cookies so special.
Well, why would you put that in your cookies? It'll make them taste horrible.
I know.
You're a strange boy.
Look, I'm doing this because Winston is coming over here a little later for the rally.
These cookies are my way of reminding him of that. Don't you have anyone at school that gets under your skin? We could give them a cookie or two.
Not really. Most people don't have the patience to talk to me.
Oh,
Well, have fun.
You three keep at it, okay? How many tackles did I break? I'd say at least 6.
I didn't see the big catch. Did you really break that many tackles?
Sorta. More like maybe 1.
Oh, see. I want to practice my speech a few more times before the rally today. Barton, I'd like for you to listen and give me some pointers.
Okay.
Rosie, please wake Frank up as soon as Sam is finished. I don't want to lose his vote just because he had to wait so long for the telephone.
Sure thing, Dad.
Yes, sir. I will. Thank you so much. Bye now.
Well, what do you say?
Yeah, what's going on? Is he gonna write about you in the paper?
Yup. He's gonna write an entire article about the game. 125 words.
Wow. I hate to sound like a grump, Sam, but 125 words is not very many.
Well, it's 125 more than any reporter's ever written about you, as I recall.
That's true. I'm sorry. I shouldn't rain on your parade. It was a great catch. I'm really proud of you.
Come on, Rosie. Why did you have to go do a thing like that? My friends are watching.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry about that.
I didn't make it to the game the other day. How'd you guys pull it off?
oh, you should have seen it. Sam was amazing.
It was like this. We were down by 6 points in the fourth quarter. It was looking real bad for us. I mean, you know that Central hasn't lost a game in 3 years?
I know it. We had a real tough time with them back when I was still in school.
Yeah, I remember. Anyways, Coach told us to run
Rosie,
the...
your mother's asking... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No problem. I was finished anyway.
But Sam, you were
Rose.
still telling...
Said I was finished.
Rosie, your mother is asking for your help to get the pies ready for the rally.
Oh. Okay. Aaron, what about the
I
slogan?
can stay here and keep working on a slogan for your dad.
Well then. I'll be back shortly.
How long your parents will let that creep stay here?
I'm not sure.
I can't believe they put up with it this long.
Makes me angry just seeing his face. Doesn't it make you angry, Sam?
Yeah. Aren't you guys being a little hard on him?
Lonnie? Not a bit. You know what he did, right?
I've heard, yes, but I don't think that...
That's right. You weren't around when he burned down the factory. I was. Put my dad out of a job, practically ruined the whole town.
We don't know he burned
Don't
it
give
down.
me that. Lonnie's guilty, just like his dad. Just so lousy and pathetic, too.
Even if what you're saying is true, and I'm not sure that it is, don't you think it's time that we give him another chance?
No, I don't. Some people are bad seeds no matter how much time goes by. Best sense that someone knocks some sense into them.
Someone? Will that someone be you?
Maybe.
Robbie, quit running your mouth.
What's wrong with you? I
Just
thought
drop it, okay? My dad's rally's coming up soon. I gotta get ready.
Okay, goodbye.
You okay?
I guess so. Just tired.
So with me at church tomorrow? Okay, I'll miss you till then.
Nice people, huh? About the same as the rest of us, I suppose.
Where is everyone?
Gone.
I gotta go.
You know, you could afford to be a little nicer to him.
Karen?
Lonnie! You barely give him the time of day.
Well, if he needs to know the time of day, he can look at a clock.
Sam, I'm serious. Why are you so rude to him?
People talk. You know what they say.
Doesn't make it true.
Even so, he wasn't very nice to us when he lived here before.
Us?
Yeah, me and Robbie and some of the other boys. He used to give us a really hard time.
But But don't you think it's time to move past that? Past all of it?
I don't know.
He could really use a friend right now.
Then why don't you be his friend?
I'm trying! I played a game of chess with him earlier today.
Bravo. Just one more thing you can use to rag on me.
What are you talking about?
In the last 15 minutes, you criticized my newspaper article, you embarrassed me in front of my friends, and now you're giving me trouble because I'm not friendly enough. I just can't compete with Rosie McDonald.
Wait!
I gotta clean up before the rally.
I feel awful. I wasn't trying to make him feel guilty or anything like that.
I know.
Why would he act like that?
I imagine it's tough to be Rosie McMillan's younger brother. You are pretty amazing at a lot of things.
Still,
One thing that you said was just right.
what's that?
That Lonnie could use a friend around here. I didn't realize how angry some people still are with him.
What do you mean? What happened?
Nothing. Exactly. Just people talk. Lonnie deserves better than what he's been getting from everyone around here. I'm gonna do a better job of it. Maybe I'll offer to throw a round of baseball or something with him sometime. Except, I don't know if he even likes baseball. Maybe I could...
You're a good man, Aaron.
Thanks.
Isn't my turn yet. We'll show you just give up and go home.
Oh, Frank! Yes, it's your turn! Already waiting, just for you!
Well, it's about blasted time. What do I do?
Start by holding this up to your ear.
Why do I have to do that?
Because you won't be able to hear the person on the other end if you don't.
All right. What's next?
Lean forward and speak into this part here.
What do I say?
Ask the operator to exchange to connect you.
Please connect me. I don't know. Where you want to. What's that? I don't have anybody to call. I figured you'd have somebody for me. What? Of all the lame things, can't you just find the one? There's gotta be somewhere there who'll take a call. Is that right? Well then, I guess I'll be on my way. Hello there, Frank. What do you think? Pretty amazing, huh? What do I think? What do I think? I think I'll save talking to my buddies over at the hardware store. That's what I think. This contraption is for the birds. What a grand waste of time. Wait, Frank, you didn't give enough of a chance. What happened?
I don't think Frank's quite ready to hop on board the train of progress.
That's too bad.
Well, that should just about do it. I believe we've got enough slices for everyone. Les here, when do you expect the crowd to be here?
Folks should be arriving any minute. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
For what?
For getting all these goodies ready for the rally. In fact, thank you to all of you for your help in support. This rally is important for our town. So selection. It's time for Mallard, Ohio to move forward. With help from each of you, I believe I will be elected mayor, and I will lead our fair town into the 1920s with confidence.
Well done. Well done, sir.
Hello, Officer Green. It's so good to see you.
It's good to be seen, Mrs. McMillan.
I've told you a dozen times you can call me Polly.
If it's just the same to you, ma'am, I prefer the former.
Well, all right.
What brings you out our way this afternoon, officer? We were just getting ready for the big rally.
I heard that. May I say, if I were casting a vote next month, the speech you just gave to your family might be enough to convince me to vote for you.
Someone changed your mind, huh?
No, sir, I haven't. As an officer of the law in Mallard, I believe it's my duty to remain neutral and avoid the political thicket, as it were.
You know, I don't agree with that stance, but I can respect it.
Officer Green, if you don't mind me asking, why are you here for a political rally if you don't get involved in politics?
Actually, I'm not here for the rally. I'm here for Lonnie.
Lonnie Dawes?
Yes, he's the one. Have you seen him recently?
He's in the kitchen washing dishes. Shall I get him for you?
That would be wonderful, ma'am. Thank you.
Lonnie, could you come here?
Good afternoon, Lonnie.
Hello, officer.
I was hoping I could talk with you for a bit. Do you mind stepping outside with me?
Sure. I can do that.
I hope everything's
is. In the meantime, we best busy ourselves. The rally starts soon.
This is perfect. The cookies will be done in just a few more minutes. Just in time to give Winston a big surprise. I can't wait to see the look on his face when he takes his first bite.
Well, Barton, what do you think?
About what?
Am I ready to give this speech?
Better you than me. I don't think I could ever do what you do.
Why is that?
I don't know. I'm just not. Well, it's not. I just don't think I could do it.
Martin, have you ever wondered why I asked you to be my campaign manager?
Sure, lots of times.
And what's your answer?
I don't know. I figured maybe you owe my parents a favor. Or you felt sorry for me.
Barton, I asked you to be my campaign manager because it's a great way for you to see what's possible. You've got a bright future, Barton. So much more than just a job at the hardware store.
Really?
But don't get me wrong. Your job at the hardware store is good for now. You're working hard and earning a living. There's nothing to be ashamed of. But you don't want to work at that hardware store forever.
I don't?
No, you don't. Too many people satisfy themselves with what is. They never venture out to what can be. There's some amazing, wonderful things just beyond today. Stick with me. You'll see.
MacMillan, sounds like you started the rally without me.
Hello, Mayor? No, of course not. I wouldn't dream of starting without you. Thank you for coming.
As you know, I typically shy away from public politicking. I find the whole process to be so crass.
Well, I'm sure there won't be anything crass about this rally, sir. I just want to give the voters a chance to see and hear us vote.
Yes, well, I believe I'll see, so it's time to begin.
Hi, Winston. What do you want, Mick? What's wrong with you? My mom and dad made me come to this dumb rally. I'd rather be at home. Oh, well, maybe I can cheer you up. How are you gonna do that? You see, I've got some cookies baking in the kitchen. I could let you have one if you want. Really? Sure. This will for me afterwards. I will. Thanks, Mick. Thanks, Teddy. Hey, Winston. Be sure to get your cookie from me and me only, not from anyone else, okay?
May I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started. Thank you all for coming. The democratic process in our country is an incredible thing. To have a say in who governs you and how is, well, it's something that means a great deal to me. That's why I organized this rally. I know we're not used to this sort of thing here at Mallard, so it's really such a good turnout.
I'm just here for the pie.
Yes, there's pie. We'll get to that later. Before we start, I want to be sure to thank Mayor Huffman for agreeing to be here. Both of us have prepared some remarks we'd like to share. After that, you can ask us questions if you'd like. The goal is for each of you to get to know us. Does that make sense? Mayor Huffman, as my honored guest, I'd like to give you the opportunity to speak first.
Ladies and gentlemen of Mallard, it has been my honor to serve as your mayor for these past 15 years.
It's been 16 years, Mayor.
Yes, that's correct. 16 years. My apologies for misspeaking. During those years, we have overcome many an obstacle and weathered many a storm, both in the wide world beyond and in some cases, closer to home. Through it all, one thing has been abundantly clear. The city of Mallard fares best when we stay the course. Fads may come and go, but there's nothing that could replace the good, old-fashioned principles that got us where we are today. As my grandfather used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Huffman. I want to begin by saying how grateful I am to our mayor for his even-handed leadership for all these years. He first took over as mayor in the year 1904. 1904. Think about that for a moment. Think about all that's taken place in this country, in the world, since 1904. So much has changed. Our nation has expanded. The world has become a vastly more interesting place to live. We now have automobiles, and radios, and telephones. The technological advancements we've seen are truly astounding. That's why I must respectfully disagree with Mayor Humphrey. He says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I say we need to fix things, to change things, not because they're broken, but because they can be better. We're fools if we think the way things are better. The way things are is the way they should stay because it's the best they'll ever be. What if Edison held to that belief? Or Marconi? Where would that leave us? Citizens of Mount Ohio, I believe that a world of great things is still out there, in the future, waiting to be claimed. We are roaring into the 1920s as we faster than anything human race has ever known. I humbly ask you to allow me to lead our fair city toward advancement, toward progress, toward the future. Now that you've heard from both candidates, let's open it up for some questions. Mayor Humphrey, will you please join me at the front? So then, who has a question? Anyone? This is your chance to find out more about your candidates.
But we've known both of you for decades. How much more is there to find out?
Yes, but this is your chance to find out more about us as candidates. About where we stand on the issues. Yes, Tom, thank you. What's your question?
I want to know what you plan to do about the privy on the south side of town.
The privy?
Oh, sure. The latch don't fit right. Hasn't for over a year. Whichever candidate promised to fix that latch gets my vote.
Are there any other questions? Yes, ma'am, it's Helen, correct?
Yes, that's right. Helen McCormick. I just wanted to ask Mayor Hubman why he was against the 19th Amendment, and if he's still against it, even though it passed.
I wouldn't say I was against it so
You
much.
sent one of your officers to bring up a suffragette meeting a few years ago, a meeting I organized. You said publicly you were against the amendment, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did.
Since the amendment passed anyway, and now all women have the constitutional right to vote, I was wondering if you changed your view.
I suppose I've had to in light of some changes.
What about you, Mr. McMillan?
Well, to be clear, I supported the amendment from the beginning. I've always felt that women should be able to vote. Everyone should be able to vote.
Everyone?
Everyone of age, yes. I don't see any reason why not.
Of course you don't. You're a progressive. I mean, you're going to change everything. Progress isn't always a good thing, MacMillan. Some things are better left alone.
I suppose that's true. What do you have in mind?
For example, I don't see why you have to let certain people stay around who've caused a lot of trouble and destruction in the past. It seems to me that they should just keep moving.
No. See, many of you remember my father, right? He helped build this town and make it what it is today. He was a great businessman, a great family man too. Sure love my dad. Miss him a lot. What a lot of people don't know about my dad is that he was also a very good cook. He loved to cook pot roast, meatloaf, all sorts of good stuff. In fact, he's the one who came up with the recipe for our famous boysenberry pie. That's right. He always told folks it was my mom, but he's really the one who did it. Truth be told, came upon it by accident. You see, one day when I was about 10 years old, he was working in the kitchen. He had a whole carton of berries and he couldn't figure out what to do with them. He just hated letting food go to waste. Just couldn't get himself to throw them away. So, he started to think of ways he could put those berries to use. Well, let me tell you, for the next 2 days, he tried about half a dozen different recipes to put those berries in a recipe, but none of them worked. That's how my father was. Once he got something in his mind, he just wouldn't let it slip away. I I remember my mother telling him, "You can't make something sweet out of those, Wes. They're just no good." That's what she kept saying, but he wouldn't have it. He was convinced he could make a tasty treat out of it. I remember him saying over again, "I know I can make a tasty treat out of it, Dorothy. I just have to find the right recipe." He believed that. You know what? He was right. As I was going to bed on the second night, he called me down to the kitchen and said, "Here, try this." I took a bite and I loved it. It was delicious. It was the very first Macmillan boysenberry pie ever made. As I was enjoying a second bite, he looked me square in the eyes and said, "I know I can make a tasty treat out of it. I just have to find the right recipe." I've never forgotten that day. I guess you could say I've used what he taught me for a lot more than just making pies. Anyways, I know you're all hungry for some pie yourself, and I think we've accomplished just about all we can at this rally, so thank you for coming. I believe I can speak for myself and the mayor when I say, no matter how you vote on election day, let's never stop looking for what's best for Matt and each other. Thank you. Lonnie?
Yes, sir?
No matter what anybody says, just keep looking until you find the right recipe, okay?
Where is that Winston? Don't tell me I went through all this trouble for nothing.
What's gone into you?
What do you mean?
You look different. Something's up. What's going on?
Did you really mean what you said earlier? Before the rally?
About you being good at chess?
About moving to DC and finding a job?
Yes. I meant every word.
All right then. Dad? Mom? Everyone? Can you come here for a moment? I have an announcement.
You getting married?
No. Not now, at least. I've made up my mind. I'm going to take the job at the magazine in Washington. I'm leaving Mallard.
That's great news! My girl is going to win over the whole town, the whole country!
Hold on, Dad. One step at a time. Are you okay with all of this?
So, what made you decide today? It seems a little out of the blue.
I heard your speech and that story about grandfather and I just felt it. Inside. I realized that I have to see what will happen. I'll always regret it if I don't. I have to try. It's the MacMillanWay, right?
And what is the cause of such jubilation? Celebrating a bit early, aren't we? The election is still a month away.
No, Mayor, of course not. I would never. We were just congratulating my oldest daughter, Rosie. She's taking a writing job at National Weekly Magazine in Washington, D.C.
Is that right? Well, won't that be, something?
Listen, Mayor, I want to thank you for being here today. I mean, I hope you found this experience to be helpful and not crass.
Yes, well, it certainly was interesting. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way.
Won't you have a piece of pie before you go there?
No, thank you. I will, however, take one of these cookies.
Oh, I have some arithmetic homework I need to get started on. So, bye.
Goodbye, MacMillan family. Les, I'll see you on election day. May the best man win.
What can I do for you?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about the rally yesterday. Yes, and I came up with an idea.
You did?
I was thinking about that woman who stood.
Helen?
Yeah, she said that all the women have the constitutional right to vote.
That's correct. The amendment finally passed in August.
So that means this will be the first election where all the women in Mallard can vote, right?
Not just in Mallard, Barton. Across the whole country.
Right. So, I was thinking there will be a lot of people, a lot of women voting who've never voted before.
Okay.
Well, you've talked a lot about how Mayor Huffman gets the same votes from the same people each election. That's how he keeps winning over and over again.
Correct. People are complacent. They don't want change. They're more comfortable keeping things the way they are.
But with all these new women, with all these women voting for the first time, they've never voted for Mayor Huffman.
They've never voted for anyone. I've never voted for anyone.
Exactly. My point is that maybe if you win enough of their votes, it will outnumber the votes that Mayor Huffman gets each time.
You know, Barton? That's a good point. The voting pool this election is bigger than ever before.
There's a voting pool? I want to go swimming.
I should be focusing on winning the votes of the women. It might be enough to nullify the advantage the mayor gets for being a four-time incumbent.
You're probably more popular with the woman right now anyway, after the mayor's performance at the rally yesterday.
Exactly. Barton, you come up with a good idea. No, a great idea. And now I just need to find a way to appeal directly to the women voters of Mallard.
Well, Helen McCormick is a friend of mine. She organized all those suffrage rallies before. Maybe she could put something together for you, so that you could give the women around town a speech and win their vote.
That's perfect.
I'll talk to her as soon as I can.
It's just wonderful.
Good job, Barton.
You said you had a few ideas. What else?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about your slogan for the campaign.
Yes?
Rosie said something yesterday when she was telling us about her new job in Washington, D.C. It got me thinking.
What did she say? I don't recall exactly.
She said she had to give it a try. She said it's the MacMillan way.
That's right. She did say that.
I did?
Yes, I remember it.
I heard it.
I didn't.
Anyway, I thought it sounded good. Like a slogan.
MacMillanWay.
I like it. Me too.
It's good, but it needs a little something more.
How about choose the MacMillan Way on election day?
I like
Is it short enough? Punchy enough?
it. It's a bit long, but I think it's all right. It's got a nice ring to it. Wouldn't you say, Barton?
I think it's great.
You could use it as a way to describe everything you stand for as a candidate. The MacMillan Way.
But what if people don't know what that is? What it means?
Then you tell them in your speeches. You let them know exactly what you stand for.
This is good stuff. Good job, Barton and Aaron. You too, Lonnie.
Yeah. Great job. You going to become an expert in politics now?
Well, I am moving to Washington, D.C., so I suppose it would be fitting.
Aaron, I want to tell you how much I admire your decision.
Thank you, Mr. MacMillan. I want to help Rosie as much as I can. It's frightening to move to a new city all alone, I'm sure.
Especially one that's so far away.
Not just that, Aaron. I'm glad you'd be near Rosie, but I'm also glad that you're stepping out and looking for something new for yourself. We need more of that in this country. I'm excited to see a young man and a young woman doing something so brave. It's not easy to leave home and venture beyond. Ask Lonnie, he's been out there. What I'm trying to say is, I'm really proud of both of you.
Thank you.
When do you go, Rosie?
I don't know exactly. At the very least, I'd like to stay here at home until after the election. I need to get in touch with Mr. Rothstein from the magazine to work out details.
Well, now that we have a telephone, you can just give him a call.
You've been waiting for an opportunity to say something like that, haven't you, Les?
You bet. I love that thing.
What about you, Aaron?
I guess I'll see what Rosie does and follow on her heels.
Well, I should let you folks get back to your meal.
We're all finished, I believe. Eddie, all will need your help clearing your dishes.
Polly, let's leave that for later. It's a beautiful Sunday evening, the type of night that's just perfect for a relaxing stroll through town.
What about Sam? He's not back from his picnic.
Sam will be fine. He's a big boy. Barton, Lonnie, you can join us.
What time is it?
It's just after 7.
Thanks for the offer, but I think I'm gonna stick around here. Might as well get started on the dishes.
But we just said the dishes can wait.
Les, if he doesn't want to go, he doesn't have to.
All right, but it's his choice. How about for everyone else?
You coming, Mrs. McMillan?
I suppose. I'm afraid it might get cold, Les. It's October, not the middle of summer.
I'll get a sweater for you from your closet if you like.
Let's get a move on. It'll be dark soon.
You go on ahead. I'll run upstairs for the sweater and then catch up with you.
You sure? I can wait for you.
It's fine. I'll be right behind you.
Oh, hello. I was just coming out to meet you. Sorry I'm running late. I lost track of time at supper.
It's quite all right, Lonnie. When you didn't show up, I decided to come looking for you here.
You mentioned yesterday that you had big news.
That's correct. Are you alone? You can come over now. It's okay. Lonnie's the only one here. Step right in. I found him.
You found him?
Hello. Son.
Where? We've been looking for nearly a month.
The other day, I remembered one of his favorite watering holes back in the day was Butterfield's Tavern near Chillicothe. I rode over Friday night, and I found him.
Watering hole.
You'd be glad there's a much drier place these days.
Hello.
It's good to see you.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for helping me.
I should be thanking you. If you hadn't sent me that letter telling me you were coming back to town, I might never have started looking. Truth is, I should have found years ago on my own. We've been friends for so long. You deserve better than that, Lon. I'm sorry.
I understand.
Well, I'd best be on my way and let you two visit. Lonnie. That is, Lonnie Jr. You let me know if I can be any more help to you here.
Yes, sir.
And you, Lonnie Sr., don't go back into hiding here. You gentlemen have a nice evening.
Are you sure it's okay for me to be here? I don't want to cause any trouble.
I think we're okay. Everyone's out for a walk just now. Are you hungry?
Could eat.
Have a seat.
Son, I don't have any money.
It's okay. I've got some. I'll make sure you're square with the McMillans.
I appreciate that.
Want to start with this? I can rustle up something from the kitchen after that.
Sure. It looks wonderful.
Yeah, food here is real good.
Officer Green. Patrick. Says that you've been staying here at the diner for a couple weeks now.
Yes, the McMillans are letting me stay in an extra room and do some work for them. Dishes, mostly, but they pay me for it.
That's awful kind of them. They've always been real nice people.
Yeah.
That was scrumptious. Think I can get some to drink?
What?
I just meant a glass of water, son. That's all.
Oh, of course.
So, how long you figure you'll be staying here?
At the McMillans?
In Mallard.
Oh, I don't know really. It's the only place I've got right now.
What about your mother's? Surely she lives
I
there.
never found her.
You didn't?
I made it down to Aunt Lois in Kentucky, but she didn't know anything about Mom. Or if she did, she wouldn't tell me. figure some things out first. I need to get some things in order. For myself, that is.
What do you mean?
Dad, I had Officer Green help me find you because I need to ask you something. I've wanted to ask you this for 8 years, but I couldn't until today.
What is it?
Ever since that night, I've wanted to know. At times, it's almost driven me crazy, not knowing. Did we start the fire? Did we burn down the shoe factory?
You mean you don't remember?
I remember that afternoon, you took us fishing by the river. Caught 5 or 6 big ones.
Yeah, they were a nice catch.
I remember you taking me to that little lean-to in the trees behind the factory.
My campsite.
I remember us frying up the fish for supper, and then you took out your jug and offered me a swig. I remember feeling nervous, but also excited. You never let me have any before. It was so sour and strong, I could barely get my first swallow down. But I didn't want to disappoint you, so...
So? What?
That's it. That's all I remember until early the next morning. Both of us were back at the house in our beds. I went to school and heard about the fire. Everyone thought it was you. And me. I snuck home at lunch, but you were gone. Didn't see you for 2 weeks after that.
I took ill for a few weeks.
Can you please just answer the question? Did we...
Don't you think we should just let sleeping dogs ain't their same like...
Dad, do you realize what happened that night? Men were burned. Some almost died. It nearly destroyed the town. I can't just forget about something like that. Trust me, I've tried for 8 years. I need to know if I'm responsible. I have to know if I'm... what kind of person I am.
Son, you're a good person. You're a great person. Don't let anyone ever...
Why won't you just tell me the truth? Why can't you do that one thing for me?
Because I don't know.
What?
That night, I don't remember a thing.
Really? But...
Son, you know I was drunk.
Was?
Back then, I could have so much sometimes. I could go for days in the dark. I don't remember a plain thing, you know.
Yeah. I know. Mom did too.
Son, I think maybe you just ought to move on from here. Find us something else. Forget about this place.
You and most everyone else in Mallard. I thought we had a sign.
I just don't know.
Yeah, you mentioned that already.
It's probably best I get going. Thank you for the pie.
You really don't remember anything?
I don't. I'm sorry.
You know who might know something? Officer Green. He was around back then, wasn't he?
He was.
Nah, if he knew something, especially if he knows we're responsible, he would have arrested us a long time ago.
Maybe, but like he said, he and I have been friends for a long time. Maybe he just decided to leave things be, you know? Let everybody move on. Or maybe he doesn't know any more than you or me.
Maybe.
Bye, son. It was good to see you.
Goodbye. listen,
I'm sorry. I don't usually eavesdrop, but I sort of stepped into this one. I haven't seen your dad for a long time.
Me neither. He's real good at disappearing when he wants to.
How is he?
About the same as always, I guess.
You know, Lonnie, you can stay here with us for as long as you need to. My parents, they like having you around. Olive sure does. We all do.
Well, not all of you.
I'm sorry for how you've been treated since you came back to Mallory. It's not right. I guess people around here have a hard time forgetting.
That's funny.
What do you mean?
How much did you hear?
Oh. Yes, I heard that part. You really don't remember anything?
I've tried for 8 years to remember whatever I can, but it's all gone. It's so frustrating. I just want to remember.
Why?
Because if I remember, then I can know for sure if I'm responsible for the fire.
Why do you need to know that?
Because I just do.
Why? What will you do if you somehow find out? Are you going to rebuild the factory? Apologize to the whole town? Even if you did, do you think that would make them let it all go?
No, probably not. I want to know what kind of person I am.
You mean what kind of person you were?
What's that?
What kind of person you were? It's been a long time since that fire, Lonnie. You're not the same person you were before you left.
How do you know that?
I can tell. None of us are the same as we were back then. Time moves on no matter what. You're either going to accept that and move along with it, or stay where you are. Suck. But all you ever get from looking backwards is a sore neck.
You sound like your father running for office.
I guess it's just part of the MacMillanWay. What can I say? It's in my blood.
I suppose so.
You know, there's something you've overlooked in your mission to find out what happened.
There is?
Even if you or your dad did start the fire, that doesn't mean you did it on purpose. Accidents happen. It was a terrible thing, that factory fire. But it's over and done. Long ago. It could have been much worse. In my opinion, those are all good reasons to leave it behind. Even so, I think it's admirable that you came back to town to find the truth. Not many people would do something so brave. You should remember that.
Rosie, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Oh. Hi.
Hello, Robbie. I thought you were out on a picnic with Sam and the girls.
Yeah, we were. We are. Sam forgot to bring dessert. He said there's some slices of cake fresh in the kitchen.
Oh, yes. I saw them earlier. I'll get them for you.
You don't have to do that.
It's fine. I'll be back in a jiffy.
What's his problem? Afraid I'm gonna steal something?
What are you talking about?
He sure jumped up in a hurry when I started towards the kitchen. I feel like he was afraid I'll steal something.
Or he's just trying to be helpful. Pretty nice if you ask me, especially with the way he's been treated since he came back to town.
Anyone's allowed to steal something, it's not me. He's the one we should be worried about.
Can I ask you a question?
If you want.
Why are you so convinced that Lonnie is no good?
What kind of a question is that? You think the factory just burnt itself down? Don't be ridiculous, Rose.
Okay, so there was a fire at the factory. You don't know that Lonnie's responsible?
Yeah, but you don't know he isn't. He and his dad were in the area just before it happened. Both of them were dropped down drunk. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what happened next.
Okay, so then tell me.
Tell you what.
What happened?
waiting for me in Washington, D.C., but I can tell you this. At least I'm not like Lonnie Dawes.
Lonnie, can you give us just a moment?
No! I think he should stay. I think it's something someone said it to his face. Everybody in town's been singing since the day he came back.
Not everyone.
No one wants you here. You make people uncomfortable. People look at you and remember the fire, and now it nearly destroyed the town. You make people angry. You make me angry. You left town once. Why would you do it again?
Rob, you're just
Keep
upset.
that upset. I can't believe your parents are allowing
What's
this.
going on? Rosie, you alright? You never caught up to us.
Sorry. I got Mom's sweater, but then I ran into
Robbie,
Lonnie.
here's the cake for your picnic. Maybe you should leave.
What did you say?
I just think it might be better if you leave.
You think it's better if I leave? Oh, that's rich. I'm the one who should leave, huh? You're just confused. Maybe I'm the one who everyone hates. I thought it was you, but maybe I'm all mixed up. Maybe I'm the one who smelled the lemon because she couldn't stand me. Who's done it?
I want you to leave,
I'm sorry. You're gonna Rosie.
Why did I do that? He's the one who should be worried about.
I don't know what to say.
You'll regret this.
Rob, please, you didn't mean to.
I don't care.
Please don't fight with him. I don't want anyone else to get hurt.
I'm not gonna fight with him, Rose. I'm permanent to officer here at the station. You can't hit something like that and get away with it.
Are you okay? What about your hand?
I can't believe I hit him.
Is your hand okay?
He was gonna ruin
Aaron, listen, please. Is your hand okay?
I think so.
Aaron,
What happened? Robbie just flew past us in a huff without saying a word. He was supposed to bring us the cake. What is going on?
Well,
Robbie and I got into a bit of a scuffle just now. Well, I hit him once.
You what? Well, why on earth would you do that?
Sam, please, you have to understand. Robbie came in here and started saying awful things about Lonnie. It was really terrible.
Wait. Aaron hit Robbie to protect Lonnie.
Not exactly. What happened was we were all standing.
Robbie's your best friend.
I know.
Well, are you just gonna let someone rough him up without saying a word, without doing something?
What exactly do you expect me to do?
Well, I guess I shouldn't expect very much.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go make sure Rob's okay.
Sam, I didn't mean to hit him. I thought he was gonna hurt your sister. It all just got out of hand.
Obviously.
You understand?
Yeah. You got it. I get it.
Hello. Oh, hi, Sam. Good to see you. Everything okay?
You're finished with the walk already?
Yes, it's nearly dark. Your mother-in-law will be along shortly. You never got her that sweater.
Sorry about that. We got distracted.
Some sort of meeting going on here? Everybody looks bored.
Actually, I was just on my way out. I have to work early tomorrow morning, I should hit this after.
Oh. Okay. Sleep well.
Ew. Gross.
Aaron. Have a nice night.
Thanks. You too.
Well, I guess it's time we got this table cleared. Eddie, Olive,
Right now. Do we have to?
Come on, Holly. Let's worry about that later.
there's not much later left in the day left. It's a school night.
I know, but let's turn on some music first and enjoy the evening. Look, everyone's here. Even Sam. It's a family night. Don't you want to dance just a little?
Lester McMillan, you're a pest. I'm holding you responsible for children over safety.
I accept my fate, my man. Let's go. All of you look like a bunch of party members. Join the fun.
No, thanks. Me and Lonnie have another game of chess. Right, Lonnie?
Sure.
Sam, Rose.
No thanks. I'm pretty tired, so I'm just gonna...
Sam, how was your picnic?
It was good.
Did Victoria enjoy herself? She seems like a sweet girl.
Yeah, good night.
Rosie, Eddie, social and I was head over heels in love. All packed.
Who's that?
Your mother. I'd been watching from afar for months, but on that night, I finally got up the courage to talk to her. I marched up to her and said, "Excuse me, pretty lady, would you care to dance?" What? What's so funny?
That's not what you said.
It's not?
No, you crept up to him white as a ghost. Looks like you were about to throw up.
I might have been a little nervous.
A little? You stammered around for a while and then you mumbled, "Can we dance?" You spoke so softly, I had to ask you to repeat yourself twice.
Okay, but you were the... I'm still getting used to that. What a fabulous sound. The sound of progress. Hello? What's that? Sorry, I can't hear you. There's music playing. There, that's better. Now, what was it you were saying?
Well, it's like the party's over. Eddie, I'll help with the dishes.
I can help out too.
Thank you. Bye now.
What was the call, dear?
That was Officer Green at the station.
Really? I didn't know they had a telephone there.
Yes, we had one installed shortly after we got out.
Well, there you go. People are embracing the future just like you've been saying.
What's wrong, Dad? You look like you're going to be sick.
Officer Green just called. He was calling about Aaron.
What did he say?
Mr. McMillan, I can
Aaron
explain.
was in an accident. He was walking home along the road. It must have been too dark for the driver to see.
Is he okay?
No, he isn't. Rosie, I'm sorry, but he died.
Hello? Miriam? Good evening. How is this possible? Bill finally loosened up, huh? That's wonderful. Oh, you know, we're doing all right. I'm sorry we haven't chatted much lately. The last few weeks have been so busy and difficult. Rosie? She's doing her best to figure things out. No, she hasn't decided yet. She was all set to go and then the accident happened. Mr. Rothstein of the magazine has been very gracious and patient, but I'm sure he'll want to know one way or the other soon. I'm not sure what to think, Mariam. I was having a hard time believing before and now I just don't know. She's so smart and talented, but I think she's scared. She misses Aaron so much. It makes me want to keep her here in Valor forever, safe and sound. I know. I suspect she'll have an answer soon. Oh, he's fine. Excited about tonight. I'm not sure. And I think he's done all he can to win it. We'll just have to wait and see. Well, the polls are closed, so we should start hearing back soon. Yes. Very exciting, but also fearful. He's tried so hard. I don't think I could bear it if he lost. I don't know. Where did you hear that? I haven't heard Monty say anything about leaving. So sorry, Mary, but I'm afraid I need to go. I smell trouble brewing. Okay, I will. Bye-bye. Hello, Eddie. Hello, Winston.
Hi, Mom. Good evening, Mrs. McMillan.
What are you boys up to?
I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know, ma'am. I was walking in town, minding my own business, when Edward here asked me to follow him. I have no idea why.
Oh. Eddie, remember the talk we had a few days ago?
Sure, Mom. Nothing to worry about here. I promise.
Okay, well, I'll just be over here behind the counter keeping an eye on things.
Thanks. All right, McMurky, what game are you running here? What do you mean? I know you. You're a trickster. You invited me here so you can pull something over on me. What is it? Is syrup gonna fall on my head or something?
Syrup? No, Winston. You've got the wrong idea about this. All wrong.
Is that so?
Yes. I didn't call you here so I could pour syrup on your head. Although, I have to admit, that would be a pretty good trick. I called you here because I want to call a truce.
A truce?
Yeah, you know, like in a war, when both sides agree to, what's that called? When everybody agrees to stop firing their guns at each other?
You mean a ceasefire?
Yeah, just think of this as a ceasefire between us.
How so?
Well, I'll agree to stop playing all those mean, but sort of funny tricks on you.
Okay.
And you, I guess you'll agree to stop being so you.
How's that?
Look, Winston, what I'm trying to say is, I want to try and get along better with you. So let's give it a try, deal?
I suppose.
Great.
But I'll tell you this, McDonald's, if I find out that you're pulling one over on me, I'm gonna go home and give my mom a great big hug. That's what I'm going to do. Don't you think that's a good idea, Rosie?
What's that, Winston?
I was just saying I'm gonna go home and give my mom to my hug. I mean, a hug to my mom.
I think that's a great idea, Winston.
Bye, Rosie.
This ceasefire might be harder than I thought.
Edward MacMillan, I heard what you said to your friend.
Winston, he's not mine. I mean, you did?
Yes, and I was very pleased to hear it. You're growing up to be a fine young man.
Okay, well, I have some arithmetic homework I need to get started on, so I better...
Really? You're starting on your homework early?
My, you really are growing up.
On second thought, I'll do it later. Bye, Mom. Bye, Rose.
That boy. I can't believe how tall he's getting. Time sure flies by fast, doesn't it?
You have no idea. What you got there?
It's the latest telegram from Mr. Rothstein.
What did he say this time?
He says he needs to know my decisions. He's going to give me a telephone call on the 2nd.
The 2nd? Rosie, that's today.
Oh. That's right. It is.
Doesn't he know it's election day?
He runs a nationally known publication, Mother. I'm sure he knows.
Yes, but does he know that your father's running in the local election?
Yes. I've told him. I've explained to him that it's part of the reason why I haven't made up my mind yet.
Have you told him about the other reason? About Aaron?
Today's the day. The polls have closed. The moment of truth has come.
Yup. How are you feeling, Mr. McMillan?
I'm feeling... You know, I'm not exactly sure. I've been so focused on talking to the townsfolk the last few days that I haven't had the time to think about it.
Well, I know exactly how I'm feeling.
How's that?
Like my father used to say, I'm as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
She's been that way since the day I met her.
What way?
Oh, you know, she cares so much about people that she gets herself all worked up about things. It's pretty sweet, but I don't think she needs to be so nervous.
You don't?
Not at all.
You're that confident you're going to beat Mayor Huffman?
Absolutely not. I have no idea if I'm going to win.
But you're not nervous at all?
Well, I didn't say that, but I keep telling myself that no matter what happens, I've given it a go. Running for mayor has always been a goal of mine. If I don't get elected, I'll just move on to the next thing. You always gotta keep moving forward. Right? Aren't I always saying that? What about you, Martin?
Sir?
Your tenure as my campaign manager will be over about now. What's the next thing for you?
I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe I might try to go to college.
Really? That's fantastic.
I'm not sure though. I was never very good in school, and I imagine college is harder. I might not be able to do it.
You'll never know unless you try.
Yeah. On the other hand, Mr. Williams at the hardware store has been talking lately about making me manager. Can you imagine that? Me, the manager of an entire store.
I can. Wherever you end up, I'll be sure to swing by and say hello.
Wow. Thanks, Mr. McMillan. What about you, Rosie? Gonna head off to D.C. soon or stay around here in Mallard?
I think it's time for a pre-election indeed, newly installed.
Wow, pretty soon everyone around here will have one.
Why are you expecting a call from the county?
Didn't you know? They're calling all the candidates throughout the evening with updates on the vote totals, the ballots are counted. It's the first time our county has been able to do that. It's really quite thrilling.
Where'd your father go? He's upstairs.
He amazes me sometimes. He's so relaxed about this whole thing, and I'm all tied up in knots.
Mother, it's so frustrating.
What's wrong, dear?
It's just this telegram and the magazine and the election and Dad?
What's wrong with Dad?
Nothing's wrong. I think it's just that every time the topic comes up about my job offer, he changes the subject. He's hardly said 2 words to me about it since Aaron's accident. Is he angry with me?
Oh, no. No, dear. He's not angry at all. He loves you so much, and he's so proud that you're his daughter.
Why won't he say anything about the magazine job?
I think it's because he doesn't want to influence your decision. He knows how much you love and respect him, Rosie. You always have. When you were just 5 years old, you were out there helping him paint the walls and put up a new sign for the restaurant.
Really? I don't remember that.
Always followed what he said, through and through, but now it's time for you to stop following. That's what he believes.
Well, what do you believe?
Well, you're a young woman now, and as hard as it is for me to admit it, the world is a different place than when I was your age. You have opportunities I never had. It's a good thing, I think. We both believe strongly that you'll decide what's best. That's how we've tried to raise you. It's the MacMillanWay.
I'm scared to leave, but I'm also scared to stay. I wish you and Dad would just tell me what to do.
My mother's heart wants to keep you here forever.
Really?
Of course, but I know I can't. Even if you live here for the rest of your life, Mallard won't be the same. Dad's always talking about progress, and he's right. Things are changing. That's how the world works.
Yes.
And the truth is, keeping you here in Mallard doesn't mean I'm keeping you safe. I realized that after Aaron died.
Oh. Mom. It still hurts so much. I can't believe he's gone.
I'm so sorry, sweetheart. It's just awful.
You know, for the first few days after the accident, I swore to myself I wasn't going to take the job. Not without Aaron.
That's understandable. The whole thing was so shocking.
But recently, I've been doubting that decision. Aaron was so proud and excited when they first offered me the job. He wanted me to go. Us to go. Ever since the funeral, I keep thinking that he would still want me to go. Even if he can't go with me. Is that crazy?
No.
So what do I do?
I don't know. Customers.
I'll get it, Mom. I could use a distraction.
Thank you. I'll be in the kitchen if you need me.
Hello? Welcome to MacMillan's. What can I get for you folks?
Well, now, I don't recognize you, young lady.
Excuse me?
My husband and I passed through here a couple of months ago on the way to Toledo. We enjoyed the food and service so much last time.
Unfortunately, there was an accident.
Seemed pleasant enough, but he sure had a long face when he came in. Looked like he was wearing the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Oh, I'm not sure who you're referring to.
Oh, there he is. Well, now, that looks much better. He's smiling. Took my advice, I see. Yes, indeed. Much better.
What would you folks like to eat?
Oh, what do you say, Ernest? Shall we try the boysenberry pie again?
That's fine with me.
2 pieces, please.
Coming right up.
Hello? Yes. I don't see him. Let me check. Hey, Rose, do you know where Dad is?
He's upstairs. Who's calling?
Someone from the county office?
Oh, it's them. It's starting. I mean, the boat totals. Hold on, he's upstairs. I'll go get him.
Thanks, son. Hello? Yes, this is Usher MacMillan. Uh-huh. Yes. Thank you. Wonderful. Looking forward to it. Goodbye.
Well?
They gave me the first update on vote totals.
Wait. Mother? Come quick.
Yes?
Dad just heard from the county office.
Oh dear.
Relax, Polly. It's just the first update.
Well, what's the news?
Mayor Huffman is ahead by 48 votes. Calm down, everyone. The night is young. We've still got a long way to go.
I can't handle this.
I'd better go with her. Keep her calm. Barton, you should probably tag along. It might take the both of us. Let me know when the next call comes in.
You ready for our next game of chess, Monty?
You bet. You want to go get the game board? Big day for the family, huh?
Yeah, one of the biggest.
I think he's gonna win.
I do too.
He's just got to. The people in this town are too smart not to vote for him.
Sure.
What's that?
I think you're being way too generous, Mom.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, the people in Mallard are as smart as you say. If we were, we would have treated you much better when you came back.
Sam,
I've been thinking about it a lot over the past few weeks. The way I treated you, the way I thought about you, it was just plain wrong. I don't really know why I acted that way. I guess I just got caught up in what everyone else was saying. Especially Robbie. He's my friend, but I should have stood up to him. I should have told him off. If I had, maybe Aaron would still be here.
Oh, Sam, why would you say that? You and Robbie had nothing to do with Aaron's accident.
I know, but I can't stop thinking that maybe if he and Robbie had never got into a fight, things would have been different. Maybe Aaron...
accidents happen. It was terrible, but it wasn't your fault. All you ever get from looking backward is a sore neck.
Well, I hope you can give me another chance to do things right.
Wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for me to hold a grudge, now would it?
No, I guess it wouldn't. You know, Aaron's accident really got me thinking. I want to do things differently in my life. I want to make something of myself. You're not going to be the only famous person in our family.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you're going off to DC to become some famous writer, but I'm going to do something amazing too.
Sam, I don't even
You
know
don't
if
know. I know you will.
I'm gonna go check on Mom and Dad.
She's still having a hard time with everything.
I know. I don't blame her.
The big rematch.
Yep.
Well, you better watch her closely, Lonnie. She's been known to cheat in the past.
How dare you?
Is it true?
Well, yes.
Hello, sir.
I'm not a sir. I'm just a kid.
What else? Can I give this to you?
Sure.
Here's some money for our pie.
Oh, right.
Have a nice evening.
Hello again.
Oh, hello. It's nice to see you again.
Mostly. What brings you back through town?
We were on our way home and we just had to stop. This is the kind of place you want to come back to, again and again.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, I hate to interrupt your game. I just wanted to say hello. Keep smiling.
I will. Thanks.
Hi! No. I don't think so. Okay.
Who was on the telephone, Eddie?
Somebody from the county?
Eddie, that was for Dad.
I know, but Dad's not here, is he?
He's in the kitchen. That was about the election.
Oops.
Dad, you better get in here.
Yes?
The election people called again, but Eddie hung up.
What? I have to call them back. Hello? County office, please. Thank you.
What happened?
I didn't know.
Didn't know what?
Thank you. You too. Good evening. Mayor Huffman is now up by 84 votes.
Oh.
Don't lose heart, team. We've got a chance. Right, Martin?
I think so.
How long will these votes counted?
Thankfully, Mallard isn't a very large city, so I can't imagine it taking much longer. But I want each of you to know that I'm very grateful for and proud of all of you. You've all been so encouraging and helpful, putting up with all my election antics these last few months. Your support means a great deal to me. I don't know if I will be elected the next mayor of Mallard, but even if I'm not, I'll still be at MacMillan with all of you. That's all I really need.
Les, you're making me cry.
What I'm trying to say is, it's okay if we don't win today. We've done everything we can at it. If that's not enough, then so be it. But I think it's enough.
Me too, Daddy.
We just have to wait and see, I guess.
So now what? We could watch Lonnie and Olive play chess.
Nah, I'd probably have to cheat to win anyway. Anyone hungry?
I can eat more, sure.
Of course, I will be the perfect distraction.
No, thank you.
You don't want any? Why not? Lester MacMillan, I believe you're a bit nervous.
Maybe just a bit.
Well, that's a relief.
Why?
I mean, it's just good to know you're human like the rest of us.
What is it about this pie that makes it so delicious?
The amount of sugar in it certainly helps.
Yeah, but there's more to it. When I eat it, it's just so familiar. It's
Comforting.
yeah. Well, it's like
It's family.
That's a strange thing to say. So you're saying I'm eating my family?
Edward, sometime you're just playing. One of these days, you're gonna.
I'm gonna what?
I'll tell you in a minute. Hello? Yes, this is Lester MacMillan. Yes? Uh-huh. Thank you. You too. Good evening.
Was that from the county? What did they say?
45 votes.
Well, at least you've cut into his lead a little, right?
No, it's 45 votes. In my favor. I have the lead in. That's it.
what do you mean?
It's over. All the votes have been counted. I won! I'm going to be the next mayor of Mallard!
Les, I'm so proud of you.
Bart, my boy, we did it. What do you say to that?
I say, wow, we did it.
You know, I have to tell you.
Now who could that be?
Maybe they counted wrong. What? Possible?
Hello? Oh, hello. Yes, I just got the news. Yes. We'll be right over. Thank you. You too. Good evening.
Who was it, Dad?
That was Mayor Huffman. He's invited our whole family over to his house. He wants to offer some congratulations in person.
Really? Les, I'm
Shocked. I know. Me too. Well, I guess you better get over there. Martin, I want you with us. I want my campaign manager right beside me. Aren't you coming along?
Mayor Huffman invited your family.
I know.
Thank you, Mr. MacMillan, for all your kindness. I would love to go,
But,
I'm supposed to talk to Officer Green tonight.
yes, of course. You can't miss that. No matter what happens, just remember what we talked about. Okay?
Mother, I don't want to disappoint Dad, but Mr. Rothstein is supposed to call soon. I should probably...
Stay right here, dear. Your father will understand.
Thank you. I love you, Rosie. I love you too.
Hello, Rosie.
Oh. Lonnie, I didn't know you were still here. I was just going to clean up a bit.
Sorry to startle you.
That's all right. You didn't want to join the celebration with everyone else?
Oh, no, it's not that at all. I'm so happy for your father.
So am I.
I didn't go because Officer Green is on his way over here to talk to me.
Oh. Really? Is there some new development with your dad?
No, I haven't seen him again since that night. I called Officer Green earlier this morning and asked to talk to him once he finished his shift for the day.
You did?
I've been thinking a lot lately about him. He was around back then. I figure he might know something about the fire.
But if he does, don't you think
He would have said something a long time ago. Yeah, I've thought of that. But I still need to ask him. I need to find out whatever I can.
He might not have the answer you're looking for.
I know. But even if he doesn't, I'm still going to ask. I'll always regret it if I don't try to find out the truth.
Well, no matter what he says,
You know, I haven't said anything about this because I know how hard these last few weeks have been. I just wanted to thank you for talking to me that night. You gave me some really good advice. And when everything happened with Robbie and Aaron, I never got a chance to tell you.
I'm glad I could help.
Anyways, I wanted to make sure I said it. I know you're expecting an important phone call, so I'll leave you to it.
How do you know about that?
I heard you mention it to your mom just now. Sorry, I didn't mean to listen in.
That's okay. I guess we're even in that regard.
Do you know what you're going to say when he calls? The man from the magazine.
No, not really.
Oh. Well, I'm sure you'll make the right choice.
Why does everyone keep saying that? How can you know that? I don't even know what the right choice is.
I think the point is that whatever you do will be the right choice, Rosie. You're very smart and talented. If you go to D.C., you'll do great. If you stay here in Mallard, you'll do great too.
Oh. Thank you for your kind words, but I still
I
don't
think
know.
you should go to D.C.
You do?
probably the last person in the world who should be giving you advice, but I think you should go.
Why?
Mallard is a nice town, and like I just said, I'm sure you'll do great if you stay here. You'll probably end up being mayor yourself one day. But there's so much more to the world than just this place. There are opportunities out there that you'll never get if you stay. Too many people get stuck here. It's a shame.
You left Mallard.
Yes, I did.
And now you're back here.
Yep.
I get the impression that it didn't go real well for you while you were away.
That's true, but my story is very different from yours. My reasons for leaving, my goal for getting out of Mallard. It was all wrong from the beginning. I was doomed to fail before I even started. Not you. You're different. You'll be fine. Just fine.
You don't know that.
I believe it. Your whole family believes it.
But you don't know. Nobody does.
I suppose you're right. Do you know why I came here?
To find out about your father in the fire.
No, not to Mallard. Do you know why I came here?
Oh. No, I guess I hadn't given that much thought.
I hadn't given it much thought either before I got here. On the day I arrived, I almost didn't get off the train. Even when I did, I nearly jumped right back on. I was so afraid. I knew I needed to find my dad, but I didn't know where to go. Where to stay. I figured most folks would be too happy to see me. Turns out I was right.
Yes.
It was real early in the morning, so for a while I just sat in the trees behind the library, waiting. I'm not sure what for, but there I was. After an hour or so, the town started to wake up. People on the street, going to school, going to work. That's when I nearly took off and started walking away.
Really?
I figured I could make it to Chillicothe by sunset. I was all set to leave when I smelled lunch cooking. Roast beef, veggies, bread, and pie. All of it made fresh at MacMillan's. I hadn't thought about this place in years, but just then I remembered. You can picture coming here for Saturday lunch when I was a kid with both my father and my mother. All of us. Together. I loved this place. I loved being here. As I was standing out there about to leave Mallard for good, I realized that I could come in here. I knew your parents would smile, welcome me in, and probably give me a free meal. I knew it would be okay because that's what MacMillan's has always been. A place where no matter what else happens, you can always come back. Like I said, I'm the last person who should be giving you advice.
Good evening.
Oh, hello, officer. I figured we could talk outside for a bit.
Sure thing. Rosie, please offer my congratulations to your father. It will be my pleasure to work for him as mayor. He'll do a wonderful job, I just know it.
Thank you. I'll tell him.
Try to relax, Rosie MacMillan. We'll be okay. Both of us.
Hello? Yes, this is Rosie MacMillan. Hello, Mr. Rothstein. Yes, the votes are in. He won, but that's the new mayor. Yes, sir.
So we haven't really ever done a matinee before, so we thought we would just, I know you guys want to get going, but we have one of our play t-shirts that the cast has been wearing. We have one of those, and then we have a signed poster by all the cast and crew. So we thought we'd do two quick giveaways. Lester, why don't you hold that? Lonnie, you can hold that. So I thought of 2 trivia questions, all right? And then you're just obviously just going to have to guess because there's no way you can know. But whoever gets the closest, we'll do 2 questions. Whoever gets the closest can win this. So if you want to participate, you can just raise your hand. So the first one, as I just mentioned, this is a fairly lengthy play. I realize that. Future revisions may be a tad shorter. But the first question is, how many pages is the script? You want to take a guess? How many pages is the script? Whoever gets the closest on either side. Right here. 14. Okay. 125. Take a couple more guesses. All the kids are guessing. 68. Jake back there.
78.
78. Let's take 2 more guesses.
75.
All right, and then right back there.
246.
246?
Yes.
The exact number is 137 pages. So I think you're the closest. Come on up. Now I'll say this, if that doesn't fit, let me know, we can order you one that fits. All right, thank you, all right. And then, so the other question, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a lot of pie eating taking place. And so this is what we call Tech Week, right? It's the week that you put on the play. And so the trivia question here is, how many pieces of pie have been consumed on stage total this Tech Week? How many pieces of pie? Yeah, Madison. 30? All right. Take another guess. Yeah.